Hey everybody, long time no see. It's Work From Home Friday and the Rona got us!
Boo! Don't start.
I know. So I don't know how much longer we're going to sound like this, so I wanted to capture the moment.
It's all about the bass, about the bass, about the bass.
No trouble! So let me tell you the long story. First week of June 2022, I went to middle school youth camp. Hopefully there's a video about that somewhere that you can go look at. I'll link in the,
Dibbly-doo.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Had a great time at camp. Everything was good. I wore my mask. I was like one of 3 people out of 1,000 there who was wearing a mask. Towards the end of the week, it got hot and it became less practical to wear a mask, and I got a little lazy with it. Now I have to say that while I was at camp, Tammy was in Amarillo with her mom.
And I didn't wear a mask.
At all. The whole time.
That's my first time ever to do that. But I wasn't sick, though.
Walmart, Target.
You made me sick. Don't blame it
I'm
on
just
me.
saying. She was all over Amarillo, all the different stores with no mask because everybody's gotten lax on their masks. Anyway, but she felt fine.
This is all his fault.
We're going to go with that. I came home on Thursday. On Friday, no problem. We actually went and did some off-roading. On Saturday, I woke up feeling off. What was it? Was it my throat first or was it the nose? I don't remember.
It was your throat.
I woke up Saturday. I was sore from the off-roading because we had to chainsaw some trees and stuff.
But said that.
I was going to edit it. I felt a little off. I had a little bit of a sore throat. I was kind of achy, but I thought that was from the off-roading because, you use your arms a lot, and we actually chainsawed some trees off of the trail, so it would make sense for me to be a little sore. But as the day went on, the sore throat got worse. I started coughing, and the soreness went to places that it shouldn't have been, like my neck and my head was sore, and my abs started to hurt from the coughing, and that got much worse later. But by Sunday, I was laid out. I was definitely sick. I had about 100 fever, 101 fever almost. I started coughing up goopy stuff. My nose started running a little bit. Very low energy, which is normal for a cold,
Sunday night is when I started going,
I think my
throat hurts.
Yeah. We had a couple of those free get in the mail test kits, and I took one, and we both took one, and it came back negative. Didn't sleep real well, obviously, with all of that going on. Was it Monday
Monday is when you took the test.
Okay, so Monday the 13th.
After I had been off work for a whole week.
We both had been off for a week, so we had to start back to work on Monday. But I took the test, and I was watching the little thing go across, and I saw that first line, and I literally said, "Don't you dare." It was a positive test. So I tested positive for the Rona. Did a teledoctor thing. She said, yeah, well, I can give you like some cough medicine and some stuff like that.
Mostly over the counter is what she really said.
Right, yes. Give some Mucinex. She gave me an inhaler thing, which we'll come back to that. And she gave me some steroid to kind of help my chest open up. Okay, Trent, from the very slight future here, we forgot to go back and talk about the inhaler, but I wanted to talk about it. Tammy has had it before because she's had bronchitis a long time ago, and she told me it's going to make you feel a little weird. So when I did the thing, it made me cough a lot. So it didn't help, but then after just a few minutes later, I was like, I feel funny. I felt like my heart was just racing. But when I took my pulse was totally normal. It was beating really hard, but it wasn't going fast. So it wasn't anything really wrong. It just made me feel all kinds of weird. It took probably 40 minutes for that to pass, which was a very uncomfortable time. I was trying to, take a nap, and I just couldn't because I was just like, After that, my lungs felt great, and I didn't cough for hours and hours after that. But I haven't really had any problems breathing other than, I've got a cough, but it's not like I can't breathe. So I haven't tried it again. So Monday, I went ahead and worked because I'm at my desk. I'm not really doing anything. Basically, I just felt like I had a real bad cold, and I just worked through it. Going up the stairs was surprising. Going upstairs to the kitchen.
Our stairs are steep.
You get to the top of the stairs, and you're just like, oh. I gotta sit down now. We tried to kind of like separate, like Tammy's been sleeping in the guest room downstairs and I've been sleeping in the bedroom upstairs. And
because I wasn't positive yet.
yeah, and it's like when we're in the kitchen, it's like, okay, this is my towel and this is your towel, and we hand sanitize the refrigerator handles and things like that. But, you know, we'd already cross-contaminated plenty. So the weird thing for me was I didn't have any appetite, and I think it was because when my nose runs, it runs backwards. It doesn't run out the front, which is nice because I don't have to wipe my nose all the time, but it's constantly filling my stomach with snot, which I know is super gross, but it takes away my appetite. Monday night into Tuesday, I got some NyQuil. I slept a lot better, and then Tammy woke up
with my chest just full, but I still came out negative that morning. So I was not feeling good yesterday.
Were you snotty yet?
No.
You got the fever, though.
I got the fever.
That's when she hit like 101 on the fever.
And then that evening is when I tested positive.
Right. And so then she did the teledoctor thing. She got
cough medicine.
I don't even know
what it's called. And then she just said pretty much over the counter.
Over the counter stuff.
Which really, if you read articles, that's really all you can do.
Right.
Unless you're in the high risk category.
So we had the option... Excuse me, all body noises are allowed in this video. From our local Safeway pharmacy, we had the option to go in, and you have to go through this kind of jump through hoops, and you can get an antiviral pill, but they really only use that for high risk, and we're not really high risk. The only thing is that we're overweight and inactive, which are the last two things on the list, but who isn't?
Who didn't get overweight during COVID? Come on.
Yeah, I know. The hard thing was, Tammy felt like complete garbage, so I was the one who had to go to the pharmacy, which is in the back of the grocery store. So I called them and I'm like, do y'all want me to come in? Do you want me to just wear a mask and make everybody stay away? And we found out, we didn't know this, our Safeway has a drive-through in the back for the pharmacy that they never use.
I need a Kleenex.
Okay, go get a Kleenex.
Okay. Sorry.
So cool thing was, I was able to go to the grocery store to do that through the little tube thing. And I told her, I hand sanitized my HSA card before I put it in the tube. And she says, oh, thank you for doing that. So now it's Wednesday, and I slept pretty good last night. NyQuil is working for me. I still have the problem with the sinus drainage making my stomach upset, which wakes me up. But so today, I sound terrible, but I feel about 90%.
You don't sound bad at all compared to Monday.
Well, I sounded really awful on Monday. I sounded worse than
me.
this. And then Tammy's in the depths of it. She's 2 days behind me, still has a fever.
Not bad.
Now the nose is kicked off.
Yeah, nose is kicked off. Blech. This morning, I couldn't even... It hurt to swallow coffee.
Oh.
Coffee!
So we had some Chloraseptic in the cabinet. Now here's another funny thing. We don't get sick. We go years and years without getting a cold. Every time one of us gets a cold, we throw away a bottle of NyQuil that has like this much out of it because it expired 6 years ago. So again, we threw away Dayquil, Dayquil tablets that were even older, a Mucinex that was like 8 years old or something. It's ridiculous. But anyway, we got fresh NyQuil and fresh Dayquil and fresh Mucinex because that's what the lady told me to get. Tammy's been taking the Dayquil.
Yeah.
I would say I feel about 90%. I'm not 100%, but I can go up and down the stairs now without getting bushed.
So now he's the caretaker.
Which is fine. I'll make the chicken noodle soup, which we only have 1 can of chicken noodle soup left. So,
oh no.
We might have to crack into the deep storage. This is why you keep food under your stairs. Food in cans that's not going to spoil, or ramen or whatever. Keep about, a couple of weeks worth under there, because we got a couple of weeks where we really shouldn't go to the grocery store.
Oh. And guess what Trent experienced today?
Oh, you're not going to believe this. Okay, Tammy lost her sense of smell 20 years ago in a rock climbing accident. So she has been living the life of an anosmiac, whatever, the word for not being able to smell. It alters your taste of food dramatically, and you can't tell if the milk's bad. This morning, well, a little bit yesterday, because when we were fixing dinner, I was like, this tastes a little weird. And Tammy says, you're losing your sense of smell. And I'm like, no, I'm not. So we have this candle in the kitchen. It's like the pumpkin spice super strong one. And I smell it, and I can still smell the spice, but it wasn't as strong as it used to be.
But then today...
This morning, I decided to make us smoothies for breakfast to help her throat some, and I tasted the yogurt when I licked off the spoon. After I put it in there, I licked off the spoon, and I was like, this yogurt doesn't taste like anything.
And my comment was, welcome to my world.
No.
I find it funny.
I immediately grabbed that candle and smelt it, and nothing. I mean, like, there's not a candle in here. So, like, I had some leftovers from last night's dinner for lunch today, and I just put a whole bunch of salt on it and a whole bunch of hot sauce. And so in my mouth was spicy and salty, and that was fine.
You know, see why I used to hate Chinese food and now I like Chinese food?
Yeah, because it's salty and spicy, and that's it. And it doesn't matter if it's brown sauce or garlic sauce
or... I wish we could get hot and sour soup.
I can't, we can't go in.
I know.
We have to isolate. We don't want to spread this.
Yeah. Hopefully your smell.
Hopefully my smell comes back, because if both of us can't smell, we're going to drink sour milk at some point. And you know, we have no idea if our house stinks if somebody comes over, which is not okay. So I'm feeling pretty good today. It's Wednesday, so for me it's Tuesday, Wednesday. For me it's day 5.
I'm only on day 2.
She's only on day 2, so she's in the tough part.
I'm bummed, because we went 2.5 years.
Yeah,
without getting it.
I was so careful. You know, I am a huge germaphobe. I've been using hand sanitizer for like 20-something years.
Since it came out.
And why haven't I been wearing a mask? Because I didn't know that was an option. I wore my mask. I still wear my mask, even though everybody else has quit wearing theirs. I like my mask. I got a comfortable one. It's expensive. It's got a changeable filter in it, and it goes around my back of my neck so it doesn't hurt my ears. I like my mask. You should get one too. I'll even put a little picture here of what it looks like so you can go get one.
Mine's tie-dyed. It's cool.
Yeah, Tammy's got a tie-dyed one. I got a Christmas plaid one. We never leave our cabin in the woods except to go to Home Depot and Walmart and occasionally Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
And then to church. And at church, I'm the only one wearing a mask. As long as somebody just has a riot about it, I'm going to wear my mask to the grocery store for the rest of my life.
Well, I am now.
I saw a funny meme that said that people think I wear a mask to Walmart because of the Rona. It's actually because Walmart. Yeah. And I feel that way, absolutely. To me, it's not about corona. It's about flu. It's about colds. It's about stomach bugs. You know, your little petri dish kid grabbing the cookies that I eventually will buy. I don't want your kid's stomach bug either. So the mask for me is just common sense. I'm not doing it, you know, because I'm afraid of the Rona or whatever. I'm just doing it because I don't like being sick. And you can tell I don't like being sick because I don't get sick about every 6 or 8 years. So,
yeah.
Which is frustrating. Youth camp, I have to take my mask off in the dining hall to eat. And they had us packed in there shoulder to shoulder with 1,000 middle schoolers. Of course I'm going to get sick. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about our experience. I know everybody's is different. My dad had corona, but it was his digestive system, and it was not good. He went through a really tough time in the hospital and stuff.
The good thing is we haven't had the breathing issues.
Right.
You know,
yeah, I mean,
good.
it's a little hard going up and down the stairs. If I breathe too hard, I cough still. But not like I can't breathe. Most of the people who we know who have tested positive for it either didn't know they had it at all, or they have stories like us, that they just had a cold for a few days and then just kind of a nagging cough that lasts for a week or so.
It's ironic. Ours is pretty much identical. Mine's just 2 days later.
Right. I mean, I feel fine. I do still cough, and when I cough, it does hurt. I swear I built some 6-pack abs with all that coughing. Like I said, we just wanted to share this experience and kind of let you know what it was like for us. And, you know, drop comments below. Tell us what it was like for you, or if you haven't had it yet. I hope this helps. If anything changes from this, then I might do an update video. If I do, let's see. I'll put it right here is the update video. If there's nothing there, then disregard completely. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.